I'm Jake Sanderson.
I'm Tim Stützle, and you're listening to the Locked On Senators podcast.
Your Locked On Senators, your daily podcast on the Ottawa Senators. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What's up, Sens fans? Welcome to another edition of the live watch party with the Locked On Senators podcast. I'm your host, Jack Richardson, set to bring you some reaction to the Buffalo Sabres visiting the Ottawa Senators, the first of a 5-game homestand for the Sens. Pivotal game tonight for both teams. Bit more urgency needed on the Senators side. They are 2 points out of a playoff spot, game in hand, tiebreaker in hand, controlling their own fate in these final 8 games. Every single point is going to be important. And like I said, a 5-game homestand with some very good opponents, I think could be a perfect tune-up for them to make a bit of a run. I'm expecting a great effort after an abysmal effort in Florida, an absolute disaster of a game. You could say it's been a disaster of a week, quite honestly, for the Ottawa Senators, but we will get into all of that. I'll have Pilsy joining me in the first period. It's a home game, so no Callum today for the next 5 games. It's in the CTC. I am actually going to be boots on the ground on Saturday as well. So no stream Saturday, but I'll be boots on the ground. I'll do a hit with the boys on the postcast afterwards. We'll get all that going like we usually do, but I will be at the CTC Saturday afternoon for the game against the Wild. But tonight, focusing on the Sabres, I mentioned big game for Buffalo. They can clinch this playoff spot tonight. The Buffalo Sabres can finally end the drought with a win over the Sens tonight in any fashion, I believe. They could also clinch with some help on the out-of-town scoreboard for other teams, but Buffalo can clinch. And I think I'm mentioning that because there could be some pressure on the Sabres side. Remember, the Sens had a chance to do it last year to end their own drought, which is pales in comparison to what the Sabres have been through. But I remember last year was a bit of nerves on that day. So I'm sure those fans are excited and hoping to see a win tonight, but the Sens need these points. This is not a easy game for either team. I'm expecting a playoff atmosphere. Sens have lost 6 in a row overall to the Buffalo Sabres, dating back to last season when they got swept. They're 0-2 against them this season, or 0-1, I should say. So they need to win. They need to prove something, need to get out there. This is a possible first-round matchup with the Sabres where they are in the standings. Could end up being the first in the East. This is a big, big game for the Ottawa Senators wearing the red jerseys again. It's Pride Night at the CTC. Lots going on, man. A lot going on. Obviously off the ice as well. Olmark, Tkachuk, whatever it is. You just got to stay off Twitter sometimes. It got a little messy with Tkachuk's podcast with his brother after the Panthers game, which they filmed before the Panthers game in the Panthers practice facility or wherever it was. Just not a fun day yesterday as a Sens fan. That all kind of blew up. But I think Tkachuk can, once again, stop me if you heard this before this season, can silence some doubters, some haters as Sens fans who are just unhappy with how things have gone lately if he has a big game tonight. He needs one. Shout out Ross for mentioning this to me, but Logan Stanley with the Buffalo Sabres now, first time playing each other since Stanley kind of sucker punched Tkachuk when he was with the Jets earlier in January. Maybe Brady has a bit of a response, and I can't think of a better way to kind of get his mojo going, drop the mitts with Logan Stanley again. I think that's a great spot for Brady. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that. No Jake Sanderson again tonight. Cameron Crotty comes in from Belleville. Ottawa boy, played in Brockville Braves legend. I'm a big fan of Cameron Crotty. I don't know him personally by any means, but he's pretty well known in the Brockville area at least. So it's pretty neat that he's getting his debut here on home ice, very similar to Jorian Donovan. However, the fact that he's playing is bad because it means that they're still depleted on the blue line. I believe he is the 12th defenseman the Sens are using this season, which is unbelievable. And we're almost set to go here. I'll bring you some reaction, like I said. But before we dive into everything, it's been a little too long here before I've mentioned that this episode is brought to you by our friends at the Glebe Central Pub. If you're looking for a place that lives and breathes hockey, the GCP is the spot. It's right in the heart of the Glebe, 779 Bank Street, steps from Lansdowne. It's the perfect place to catch every game, every night. Great food and great drinks and even better company. You can't beat the vibe at the GCP because it's about more than just catching the big game. There's something happening almost every day of the week to appeal to every taste. Start your week with Wing Day every Monday, all night. Trivia night is Tuesday, so bring your crew and put your knowledge to the test. Wednesdays is open mic night, so whether you play, sing, or just want to kick back and listen, is a great way to celebrate Hump Day. Thursdays, tonight, cheap tacos. Who doesn't love a good cheap taco with a couple drinks? And of course, on Saturday night, live music with no cover ever. Whether it's hockey, live music, or just a night out with friends, make Glebe Central Pub your home base because, as you know, The vibes are free at the GCP. Folks, I'm ready to rock for this one. Like I said, I'm battling a little bit of a man cold, so when my voice goes, bear with me, but I can battle. I can battle at this time of year for these streams. Are you kidding me? I was sitting here in January, like I mentioned, those games in January, we would have killed for this position. I think they were 9 points out at some point of the playoffs. We would have killed to be in this position at that time. It's all about perspective here. Yes, they've lost 3 in a row, but they've been missing very key pieces on the back end. They're still treading water, got a lot of help on the out-of-town scoreboard on Tuesday. Let's see if they can get it again tonight and take advantage here, because one way or another, someone behind them is getting points. The Flyers and the Red Wings are playing. I will keep an eye on the out-of-town scoreboard all night. We'll be talking about it all night. That's what these games are all about. I am fired up that we are in this position. Let's get some positive vibes going. I'm more of a Advil comment. I'm more of a Tylenol guy, so the Tylenol's in the system. Don't worry. Might have to go and re-up on it midway through the game, but we'll see. I'll have the postcast for you as well here. It's going to be a Jack and Martian cast tonight, so a first of its kind, just the two of us. The boys are giving us the keys for the postcast tonight, so that should be a good one. Fun time either way, win or loss. But we'll stay tuned for that after the game. It'll be a Jack and Martian cast. I'm really, I'm excited for. I'm very excited for Sabres fans. I gotta be honest. I know that they're a division rival here, and we don't want them to win tonight, obviously. But man, like, you talk about a fan base that just, of all North American sports, like they're so tortured with how things have gone. So they've deserved this season and more. So I really am excited that they get to finally see some playoff hockey again, because it's been like 14 years is a generation. Like, that's so long for no playoffs. Last time was 2011. So obviously I don't want them to clinch tonight, but it's nice that they're not, in a spot where they need points desperately to make it. They will make it eventually. And like I said, they could make it by, I think there's another scenario tonight where they don't win and they still make it. So very happy for them. Don't get me wrong here. And there might be a little bit of a ceremony after the anthems. So maybe a bit of a slower start here. Oh, there's a lot of crossover. Yeah, Bills fans, Sens fans. So we're happy for them. Let me pull up the out-of-town scoreboard and not keep an eye on it too much. I was watching it. I felt like I looked at it more than I watched the actual Sens game on Tuesday once that one was over. Obviously, I think I'm burying the lead. Like, they just need to bounce back after that effort in Florida. That was abysmal from top to bottom. Everyone was terrible. Including Ullmark, who's getting the start again tonight. A lot of noise about Linus Ullmark lately. And he just needs to get right back on track, because he was playing some great hockey before the Florida game. He had a 917 over his last 6 starts before that. So obviously that's out of the window. Let's list the games here that we need to keep an eye on. So we've got the Bruins. I'm almost not even mentioning anymore, but they are visiting Florida, technically still within reach. So the Bruins and the Panthers. The Penguins and the Lightning are playing. Sort of keep an eye on the Penguins, but again, less so. Habs are out of the equation for me right now. The Red Wings and Flyers, we just need a regulation result. Who cares who wins that one? They're both tied right below the Sens. If the Sens lose tonight, one of those teams will pass. Maybe both will pass the Sens if it goes to overtime. So we're just hoping for regulation result in Philly tonight. And then the Blue Jackets and the Hurricanes again in Carolina. Columbus almost came back in that one, but Carolina kind of took over on Tuesday. So again, another big one, hoping the Hurricanes pull through for the Sens in that one. Devils and Capitals. The Capitals are further back, but they need a miracle for things to go their way. So it's really just the Columbus and the Detroit and Philly game that I think we need to watch. The Islanders are not in action tonight, which is another team the Sens could chase. So really just 2 games, I think, that we need to keep an eye on. The Red Wings and Flyers, and the Blue Jackets and Hurricanes. And like I said, Red Wings and Flyers, not even worth paying attention to until probably, I don't know, the third period, because it's really just about a regulation result either way. I feel like Detroit is just on a downfall. So I feel like Philly winning is maybe a bit more troublesome if you're the Sens fan. For a team, they're just hot right now, and if they keep winning, then I'm worried about them. So maybe I want Detroit to win because they don't really seem like they have the legs to bounce back and have a good April. But again, regulation result in that one is what we want. Oddly enough, I think this is the third and final game in the regular season between these teams. Like I said, Sens are 0-2. The first one was in Buffalo early season. It was the first game without Brady after his injury. Levi Merlanen got the start in Buffalo. They wore the red jerseys like they are tonight, and they got pumped 8-4. It was a brutal game. And then the last one was the one right before Christmas, an overtime loss. I think that was actually a pretty good game. Buffalo was rolling at the time. They've been rolling since then, but I know they were. I think that was win 7 of an 8-game, 10-game win streak or something like that. So they were just hot. Got an overtime, and the Sens have not done well in 3-on-3 this season. So wasn't too surprising. But I wanted to point all that out because they've worn the red jerseys in all 3 matchups against the Sabres this season, and they've worn red a lot lately, which is interesting. There's Josh Norris with the Sabres. We're almost set to go here. I'll let you guys know when the puck's down. Like I said, Pilsy will drop by for the first period tonight. And I won't keep him. He's got a beer league game happening. So I won't keep him too long. I didn't even mention lineup changes. Zetterlund is up with Stützle and Batherson. Giroux down with Pinto and Amadio. And Nick Cousins down on the fourth line with Eller and Fogle. So they mixed up 3 lines, really, and just kept Brady, Cousins, and Greg together, and we're underway. Icing has happened for the Sabres. And here is Brandon Pillar joining me. Perfect timing.
Yo.
All right. How's it going? Are you at the face-off 1953, or are you a bit behind me? Let's just get this banged out right away.
I'm at 1948.
1948. All right, so I'll get Pilsy to pause if he can.
Yeah, but it's a face-off here, so I'll wait for the clock to start again.
Okay. We got a whistle, 1948.
Okay, I'll pause at 1945.
Okay, sounds good. I'll let you know when I'm there. Okay. This is a big hockey game tonight, Pilsy, and we will dive into all that.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Face off, 1945.
Bang.
Perfect. Josh Norris just won that one against Brady, it looked like.
No, Dylan Cousins.
Oh, was Cousins in there?
Yeah, I like how they did that. I wonder if that was on purpose or not, but nice little nod.
Yeah, this is the third time Norris has played. Did he play in the first game this season or just the second?
Only one.
Yeah,
Norris
he played that one around
played
Christmas.
The Sens
right.
once. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the second time.
Yeah, because he was injured all the other times.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying, because I think for Cousins, it's probably worn off a little bit. Like, this is probably his 4th or 5th game against them. Yeah. Oh, Olmark just gave it away.
Oh!
All right.
Okay, maybe just stay in your net there, Olmark.
Yeah,
wow.
That's not exactly inspiring confidence again early on with that one, but we'll keep rolling.
We're safe.
Yeah, so obviously weird for Josh Norris being in this building again. I remember that game around Christmas a lot. He looked frustrated. I don't think he played that well, to be honest. So we'll see how he looks tonight. But call me crazy here, Pilsy. I think there's more pressure on Buffalo tonight than Ottawa. They got to clinch. They have an opportunity to clinch, and we know from last season the Sens had a bit of jitters in that game. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, the Sabres are going to clinch.
I know.
Eventually, and I don't know. I think I'll call you crazy, Jack, because I think there's more pressure on the Sens here in Ottawa after that Florida road trip. Obviously, the stuff with Allmark, now stuff with Brady. You're out of a playoff spot. If you get a win here, you're possibly back in, depending on the out-of-town scoreboard.
Oh, Timmy.
Good try by Timmy. I don't hate that.
Like it when he's shooting.
Although Ross did say earlier today in the show, he said, I want to see a 2-on-1 Timmy Zetterlund, Timmy feed to Zetterlund, and Zetterlund bury it. So almost had his wish there. That was the recipe.
He got a little shaken up there. Yeah, you can never say Timmy's not a shooter now because he just looked him off there on a 2-on-1. That's a new look line. So actually 3 new look lines tonight, other than Kachuk, Cousins, Greg. Everything else has a new look. So I'm excited about that. I like this top line. I like Zetterlund, Bathurst, and Stützle. I think that's a good switch.
Yeah, and I think getting Giroux back to the third line is a good thing. And then look, I really liked what Nick Cousins was doing on that third line, but he's a fourth line guy. I
Yeah.
think that slots him more appropriately as well.
Well, I think it'll be good. And there's Cameron Crotty getting his
Nice.
Sens debut. It's not his NHL debut. He's played a couple games already, but good Ottawa boy, Brockville legend. He's a Brockville Braves legend, so it's pretty cool seeing him out there.
I was gonna. Did you ever cross paths with him? I guess he's a couple years older than you, eh?
Yeah, no, and I'm not a Brockville native. I was just there for about 2 years. My girlfriend's from there, and they're people know who he is because he plays in the NHL from Brockville. It's pretty neat. So, and you look at his career; he's not an offensive guy. So I'm curious how he looks defensively here because that's his game. Like he's a defensive defenseman and looks like a big body, bit of a wider frame. Could be a good fit. We'll see.
Yeah, he's got size for sure. It's 6'3", 212.
Just almost fired one through there. That's good.
Nice. It's going to be interesting to see him and Lassie Thompson, who kind of takes the puck transitioning duties here. I would assume Lassie most of the time. I mean, obviously, yeah.
He gets off there. I think he was out there with Matt and Palo, to be honest. I don't know if they put Thompson
okay.
in. Yeah, I think they're doing the 5D rotation and subbing in.
That's probably the play.
Yeah. One cool thing that Ross pointed out to me that I wanted to sound cool saying myself, but I just gave him credit for it. The Sens have 5 righties on defense and the Sabres have 5 lefties. Very cool.
So weird.
And very weird. And I got to be honest, I know it's working out for the Sabres, but with the Sens being so depleted, I hate that they've got 5 righties. Just a nightmare if you're – because you got to be so good to play on your offside as a defenseman. And all due respect to all these guys, it's hard. It's hard when you're doing that. So it's kind of maybe speaks to why they've been playing so poorly, I think, lately.
Big time, yeah. And they're gonna have to really find ways to clean it up defensively. I mean, obviously, Allmark not great against Florida, but Travis Green said it today in his. Oh, nice! We got
Brady drew one. Yep, good work.
Travis Green said it today. The team in front of Allmark played terribly as well, but everybody's got to figure it out.
I know we were saying today in the group chat, we loved Green today. I thought it was great. It was great. He's very good at just kind of, diffusing things sometimes. But one thing he did say about that first goal against Allmark in Florida, he said that it was icing and the linesman missed it. You know what negates an icing is when the goalie comes out of the crease to play it. So that's why it was an icing.
I think that's the reason because no one was really talking about that. And after, like Ross and I, when we heard that, we're like, why isn't anyone mentioning the icing? But yeah, Allmark goes to play it. So I think that's actually fair by the linesman to wave that off.
Yeah, it was the right play. But again, it's him just standing up for his guys. And I do like that. So here we go. Lassie Thompson on unit 2. Start getting a start here.
What? God. Let's see the Tom bomb.
He's got a bomb of a shot.
He does.
That's what he was drafted for.
Bang. Little half clapper there.
Yeah, right into the skate. Nice keep.
Keeping. Oh, that was a good play too for the tip.
Yep.
Sabres a very good penalty killing team.
I was going to say, aren't they top 3?
I don't know where they are, but I know it's like 81.6%. They'll probably flash the graphic here.
Yeah, they just showed the Sens are 4th in the league at home. But this power play has been pretty bad lately.
It's been so bad. I mean, you got no Shabbat, no Sanderson.
They had the one play with Yak in Detroit, which was really nice, obviously. And then I think they had the one against Pittsburgh. Oh, here we go. Dylan Cousins. Wouldn't hate a shot there.
Yeah.
Walking down Main Street.
That's not the play there, forcing that.
There's Stanley, another thing to look out for there. First game against Logan Stanley. That's a brutal power play.
Yeah, yikes.
Got to shoot that puck if you're Dylan Cousins.
And they had no one set up on the flank there. Like Timmy was there, but he wasn't really set up for that shot.
Brady's getting off the post a lot. There's a pass in the skates too. There we go. Good patience.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Ooh,
okay. Shoot
nice.
The puck. Almost even here.
Okay.
Yeah. Not a good power play.
No.
Oh, and Spence blocked that. He doesn't look comfortable.
We can't have Spence go down. Oh
Another
God.
defenseman. Yeah, obviously Carter Yakimchuk missing this one with we'll just diagnose. That's probably a concussion. Head hit. He's in concussion protocol.
Yeah. Which is so disappointing because, if you're going to have guys out and injured, Yak wasn't necessarily playing lights out, but at least you get to get him in games and you get to see him. So it's so terrible that that's not even a silver lining here.
Oh, there's Darlene.
Oh, man.
Oh, Clevin just got that up high. Another Sens defenseman down the tunnel. This is unbelievable, man. He looks okay, which is good. But Olmark was calling
right away.
And Spence shaking up on the bench. We just have no defenseman.
This is crazy. Yeah, Spence doesn't look good.
I mean, at what point here also? Are we just... You got to throw your hands up at some point. I was beating the drum the other day about Sabrango. I just think, obviously, with the hindsight, it makes sense. But even at the time, it's a tough guy to lose for nothing. And they do on waivers. They risked it, lose him. And they could have used him at different points this season. And
big time.
But, at this point, if both of those guys are out, I'm not speculating here, but Clevin looks shaken up down the tunnel. Spence on the bench in discomfort. You just got to throw your hands up and say, that's not our year, because that's an unbelievably bad timing for all these defensemen to get hurt at the same time.
And clearly Sanderson's not where we thought he was. I famously wanted him back for that Tampa game. Doesn't happen. And then you're thinking, okay, well, he's on the trip. He's going to play in Florida. They were just keeping him out one more game. And he's going to play the next one. Doesn't play the next one. You're like, okay. Gonna come home. He's gonna be ready to go. Still not ready to go. Still wearing a non-contact jersey. I don't think it's that crazy that he might not be ready for the weekend either. Probably. I mean, I'll say he probably won't be for either of those games. So you're just at such a disadvantage here. And when he does come back, sure, it's a big boost, but I'm hoping not. But it could be too little, too late with more injuries happening here.
Yeah, that's obviously a huge piece to get back if you do get him back. And that changes everything. He's their best player when he's at his best. But yeah, I'm a little nervous about how long he's skating because this Ben's got that right on the hand. Man. Finger injuries are weird. You can definitely play through those, I think. And it's two shots. It's just two pucks, errant pucks. That got Clevin in the jaw, it looked like.
Yeah, I think I might be a second behind you,
here.
Jack. My internet lagged for a second, still battling the blackout demons.
Okay, I'll pause at when the puck gets dropped. Or I'll wait a couple seconds.
Oh, that didn't look good by Travis Green.
There, yeah. All right, I paused at 13:36.
Okay. All right.
All good?
Oh, well, now we might be off. I'm at 13:30.
Okay, I'm like a second ahead of you. This is okay. This is all right.
Okay.
We can live with this. Yeah, that did not look like good news that Green was getting. And when you see that replay, that looked like it got him jaw area, which yikes.
Now, there was no blood, but I don't know if that's good or bad.
No, it could be bad. Yeah. And here we go. It's unreal. And I think the sick thing is that Sanderson was the first one to go down, and it was the day after the trade deadline. If they knew this, obviously, before the deadline a little bit, they probably would have gone out and gotten another defenseman for something. Just anyone who could play.
Yeah, just like a seventh defenseman that has NHL experience. And that's kind of what they got with Gilbert, and that's a reason why they brought Lassie Thompson over.
Yeah, they did shore up the depth in Belleville. And again, they lose Sabrango for nothing, but the plan was to put him down in Belleville. He would have been here. They had a lot of contingency plans, but it's just the timing of all these and the significance of who's injured. And all of a sudden here, Lassie Thompson's going to play a lot of hockey, I think.
He's anchoring the second power play, Jack. I would
Hey.
not have thought this is where we would end up here.
I was going to say, though, a couple of years ago, if you told me Lassie Thompson was leading the second power play unit in a playoff race in 2026, I would have told you absolutely. That guy was a top prospect for a while.
Yeah, I want to see a Tom Bomb. Like, come on, give me something here.
I actually do think he's looked pretty good. He's looked better than Yakimchuk to me in the games he's played. Just a bit more sure of himself in the moving the puck, I think.
Yep.
So now the Sens without Clevin here are down to no left shot defenseman.
True. Yeah, there's our lefty.
There's a nice play. Here we go. It's a pretty good start, I'd say.
Yeah, apart from that Ullmark blunder where he misplayed it. Yeah.
You got the one, the power play, which was pretty lackluster, but I'd say defensively, I'm not upset with how they look.
Yep. And the Sabres are actually a pretty healthy team considering.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I don't think they have anything.
Their whole roster. Sam Carrick is kind of their only. Big
yeah,
injury
that was pretty ugly looking the other day. I
didn't see it. It would happen on a fight, though, right?
Yeah, it looked like his arm just got twisted on the way down.
Oh.
Probably a shoulder thing. Like he looked in pain right away. Like, just never like to see that.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Post?
Yeah, post.
All right, I completely jinxed it. There's a long shift here for these guys, but gotta find something.
Nice.
There we go. That works. That's a bit of a blessing.
Oh.
Nice. Nick Cousins. That's off.
We're just leaving it? What are we doing?
They should blow it dead now, yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter. They're not going to be able to score. That was a pretty good chance. Did he save that?
No, off the post.
Yeah. He was there.
Yep.
I'd say that's all I gave him. Man, Dahlin's so good. I think he's having such a good season. 7 points his last 7 games.
Yeah, and as much as I don't want Buffalo to have success, I'm happy for him. He has slugged it through some tough, dark years, and being the captain, being drafted there. Oh my goodness!
What?
That was close. He deserves some success.
I'm really thrilled for their fans. Like we know on a smaller scale what these droughts are like, and the jubilation of finally having a good team is you can't really describe it until you go through it, and they're doing it basically double what we experience. So happy for their fans. Just hope it's not tonight.
Yep, agreed. And if things shake out, this could be our round 1 opponent.
Could be, yeah. So I was Sens a penalty there. They had the puck when they blew it dead.
Sabres penalty, though. Oh, what?
No, that's an Ottawa one, yeah. Brady.
Oh, he's on the bench and he got that one.
What do you do?
He whacked him with his stick.
What's he doing?
That's crazy.
Come on, Brady.
That you can't be taking penalties when you're not even on the ice.
That's a brutal penalty.
Travis Green is going to lose his mind.
I'm kind of shocked. That's a really stupid penalty for him to take.
I don't think I've seen that before.
I think he's kind of lucky. It's only 2. If he's on the bench impacting the play like that.
Yeah.
Nice stick. Yeah. So we'll see the PK here going to work. It was not good in Florida, but nothing was good in Florida. Good start here too. I was gonna say, Pillsy, so this 5-game homestand, they're playing the Sabres, then the Wild, the Hurricanes, the Lightning, and then the Panthers. It's a gauntlet of a schedule.
Yeah.
But 3 of those teams you could play in the first round, like very realistic. Probably their most likely matchups at this point if they get in that 8 seed. I think it's a great opportunity here. Show what you're made of against the best of the best in the league and tune up your game. Where if you do end up sneaking in, like this is a good test. I think that's a glass half full approach, but I'm liking these matchups.
No, I like it. And if you can beat 1, 2, or Lord willing, all 3 of these teams, then you're going into the playoffs being like, hey, we just beat these guys. Like
Exactly.
you can feel good about that.
Yeah, and I think it's nice because if they lose them, it's just like, all right, well, hey, they just weren't good enough. Like that's kind of a good way to look at it. 81.6%, 8th in the NHL in the PK at home is a pretty remarkable stat with how this started this season.
Big time.
I remember, I think in December, Green had a quote about he's like, oh, it's good at home. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Just because it's not dead last.
Yeah. Darlene's out with both units.
Oh, we're way too tight here.
Oof. $20 seconds. Snapping it around.
I mean, Crotty's out there killing penalties. He just got here. It's his 3rd NHL game. Like that's where we're at.
Yeah. 5 seconds left.
He's doing a decent job of it, but
Ulmark did not know where that one was.
Nope.
Oh, you gotta freeze that, man. Come on.
This group is gassed.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh.
This is bad.
Yeah. Snapping it around. And the Sens have another penalty coming.
Oh my God.
That's the 3rd time this shift he hasn't known where the puck is. Just touch it.
And now our penalty killers are gassed.
I was going to say that was actually not a bad PK. And then once it got to 5-on-5 is when that got bad. They were doing a good job not giving the Sabres anything on the PK, even though they were passing it around a lot. But I need a stoppage from your goalie there when it's rolling towards the net.
Yeah, that would have been big.
No Tyler Clevin yet, obviously, either out there. So, yeah, this blue line is we're watching the depth defenseman from Belleville play right now, Pilsy.
Seriously, yeah. What were you surprised Donovan didn't get a little more time? Didn't seem like Travis Green trusted him.
No, yeah, maybe not. I didn't. He barely played, but I think he would have been more suited again, like all these guys, like Yakimchuk too, coming up in a more insulated role where you're playing with veterans and you have a chance to get some more reps in and play 10 minutes a night. But he wasn't playing enough to do that. And I am surprised though, just because they need a left shot.
Yeah, that's the thing. I thought maybe that's the reason why he would stay up, but it just seemed like Travis Green wasn't liking his game and wasn't trusting him. So if that's the case, Cam Crotty at least a lot more AHL experience and 2 games of NHL experience, but it's that's the same amount as Jordan Donovan, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it is a sweet story for Cam Crotty, and you hope that can kind of give him some juice. I mean, I guess Donovan, Ottawa guy too, so same story.
Yeah, they got 2 of those in the span of a week, which is pretty neat. I just think they're trying to find anything, and if Crotty can come in and look somewhat solid, then they'll keep rolling him until they can't. And let's see what Green's reaction here is. That's a long conversation. Oh, that doesn't look good.
Yeah, that's not good. I mean, he's doing good concealing it, but
Yeah, that's.
I got to go ahead and guess that Cleven's done for the game.
And Spence looks like he's got a towel on his finger in the penalty box. We are a broken blue line here. And it's just remarkable. All the forwards are fine. Like, Halliday can't play. Like, I'd throw Halliday on D at this point.
Curtis McDermott is going to have to play decent.
Good stick by Giroux.
Yeah.
Nice play. You mentioned him on that shutdown line now with Pinto and Amadio back there. I like that because he was giving them some offense early in the season when so maybe it'll spark him too.
Yeah, and he's not slowing those guys down, right? Where he was slowing Timmy down.
Big time.
Still a nice season for Drew, not trying to take away from him, but it's just the reality of the situation.
Yeah, I think just the role that he was in. There's Norris.
They just can't let Norris get that one-timer off.
No. Oh, I think Tom.
Nice. Here we go.
Oh, Timmy. He's end of a shift here. Get that deep. All right. Long shift.
Yeah.
But hey, man, I don't mind like that PK. Like, they're not really giving them much in the zone, which is nice.
Yeah, definitely. So far, so good. Oof.
That also hit the post?
I think Allmark might have got a piece of that one.
No sound's killing me. I got to find a way.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know how.
I mean, just you could probably have it on pretty lightly. Like, I've got it on lightly. You don't hear mine, right?
So I'm on a monitor, so I just have no sound coming from it. Like, there's not even a headphone jack. So when you would leave, like I could conceivably just take my headphones and plug them into anything to get the sound. But it's not a huge deal. It's just when you
miss little things.
Every game, at least one's like, oh, off the post? Yeah. Is that off the post?
The chat can be your ears. And I'll do my best as well.
All right, 34 seconds left on the penalty. It's back-to-back penalties for the Sens. First one, a brutal one from the captain. All right.
They're trying to force that bumper to tuck.
Yep.
Yep, nice.
Good sticks. 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Good stick by Amadio. That's a great penalty kill, man. I love that. They didn't break. Like, they stayed right in the lane, got tight, gave them nothing. And now we go to even strength. Gotta use that momentum. Let's go.
Definitely. But the Sens haven't had a shot in a while here.
No. We get that Jacques Martin clock going against us here.
Yeah.
Batherson, there we go. Nice play by Timmy. Zetterlund out there now?
Yeah. Here we go. Seems like a decent crowd at the rink too.
Yeah, I think so. Batherson, it's bouncing around. Icing? Oh, that hit the ref. Come on. I think that hit the linesman.
Yeah.
It's good response shift, though. I like that line. I like the way they look. Batherson, a bit more around it, I think. 30 goal scorer, Drake Batherson.
All right, let's see Brady have a big shift here.
Yeah. Need him to...
Oh, what?
Whoa.
There.
Batted that out of the air, I think.
He shot it off the back of his own net.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Trying to clear it.
It was offside, yeah. All right. I'm happy with that PK. I like that a lot. That was I think people sometimes will look at a PK, and if the power play has zone time, it's just automatically like not good if they get that pressure. But I felt like that was just the Sabres kind of doing a bunch of stick handling. They were trying to open up some lanes, and the Sens didn't really bite on anything.
Yeah, I mean, it was telegraphed that they were trying to get that bumper past the tuck, and the Sens did a good job reading it. And then they even slid tuck over closer to the slot and tried to switch the formation and still tried to get it to him. And that's when Amadio got it and cleared it. So good job reading what that power play was trying to do and negating it. So you got to be happy with that. And man, shout out Cam Crotty, like being tossed into the fire here and killing penalties, and he's looked decent so far.
It's kind of what they need, right? Like that's his game. I'm saying that's his game. I do not have any kind of scouting report on Cam Crotty. But even his numbers, I was just looking at his numbers on Hockey DB dating back to Brockville when he was playing junior A, wasn't wowing you with offensive numbers, but he still found a way. Played at BU, played in the AHL, a couple NHL games like that. He's just a defensive defenseman, and they kind of need that right now, to be honest. They've got a lot of, I know Donovan was kind of a defensive defenseman, but that to me is still a guy who's a bit more offensive.
Yeah, he's
minded.
two-way. Yeah.
But two-way, you got Yakimchuk, Lassie Thompson coming up, like guys playing in smaller roles in the NHL that are used to bigger roles in the AHL with minutes. So getting a guy who's defensive could be a good thing. And I think that's why we're seeing him up, and I've liked his game.
Yeah, especially for a third pair, like all you want them to do is not make mistakes, play simple hockey, and I think that's what Cam Crotty is going to do here. So yeah, so far so good. Jack Sens City says throw Pilsy on D, Jack at center. Let me tell you, you do not want me on D. I'm a terrible backwards skater. I don't know how to play the position. Jack at center, that's probably a good call though.
Oh, Cam Crotty was teammates with Brady Tkachuk at BU.
Nice. Yeah, we were talking about that today. That's sweet. They got them together in that picture.
He kind of looks like Sanderson in that picture a little bit. Anyway.
I think, was he the top guy? No, he was the guy right beside. Yeah, I guess he looks very different without the beard.
With the beard on. Listen, I've been public. I've been playing defense in beer league. Like if the Sens need a defenseman, I'm a left shot. I can shoot left, and I'll go out there. I'll eat pucks for this organization. Just give me a nice little signing bonus, Sens, and I'll get in there for you. Like I can absolutely play.
Jack, you might get a call. So get your skates sharpened.
Do you know how nervous I would be to even consider if first of all, if that happened, like something happened to every other prospect in the organization. I'm a beer league defenseman, but can you imagine just the feeling of being a guy who maybe Cam Crotty never thought he'd get called up, like just being in this situation right now. 3 games with different teams.
Lefty Wilson, what a guy.
Abby Cox from the 1930s. We're witnessing history tonight, Pilsy.
Huge, attaboy.
Lefty
Crotty.
Wilson, that's so funny.
Good
Is he available?
Lefty.
Yeah, if you're just joining us here, Tyler Clevin got a puck to the jaw cheek area and has gone down the tunnel, and we have not seen him since. So those 5 righties are the only defensemen the Sens have right now, and it's a tough beat to get through, but here we are, a 0-0 game with 3 minutes left in the first.
Yeah.
Stanley there for the Sabres. I think Sabres fans have been a bit disappointed in that trade, just what I'm reading.
I mean, yeah, acquiring Logan Stanley and Luke Shen and playing them together is certainly an interesting move. I mean, Luke Shen's a healthy scratch now, and I actually think Stanley's turned it around a little. So since he hasn't been playing with Luke Shen, but certainly a pivot from Colton Parayko.
Yeah, I like Stanley. I do. I think he was on a good year in Winnipeg, but I think guys that are that big, they just when they make mistakes, it feels worse for some reason.
It looks so bad. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is, like when they get pushed around or whatever, but it happens. And here he is on Dylan Cousins now. There's Brady on Stanley. Got the lick in.
Yep.
No icing.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. Oh no.
This is not what you want.
Oh, he's in a bad spot here.
Yeah, he's in trouble. Holding his own though.
Yeah, I mean,
that's nice, Brady. Man,
this is a good fight.
That's impressive that he got out of that.
I hate it when it's on the boards like that. Oh.
Okay, they're gassed. Yeah.
Good tilt, Brady. Good stuff. It's so funny, man. Twice this year now. Twice in the last few weeks. All these narratives around Brady, and he just goes and fights in that game. I knew this one was, Ross again reminded me of that pregame.
That is a bold move by Brady.
He just slipped at the beginning. Yeah, and here's the flashback.
Yeah, they don't like each other. Yeah, that sucker punch. That was insane.
Oh. Got his bell rung for that. Yeah, I remember that was as heated as I've seen him in a long time.
Fair enough.
Couldn't fight with the wrap on his hand, obviously.
Yeah.
I think that was a good fight. Like, obviously, he got his got handed to him a little bit. What's Green upset about? But he recovered well in that one.
If you're the Sabres, you're pretty happy about that trade-off, though.
Absolutely, you are.
Man.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Brady can't win. It can't be he needs to fight more and show his emotion and get involved in the game, and then it also can't be he can't take himself off the ice. Like, it's got to be.
No, totally. No, I wasn't trying.
I know you were.
That picture. But also, like, if you're gonna pick a fight, third pair defenseman, that's an absolute monster, is an interesting choice. But they have history there. I get that. That's fair.
Gets the crowd into it.
Yep.
Little history, gets Brady involved in the game, and hey, last time he fought, game winner.
It's true.
Go Pinto. Oh, nice move.
Yep. Oh, right idea.
Back check there.
That was close to offside.
Hey, I like Cam Crotty, man. That's good play.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Good back check there and tied up tuck. I also like the time of the period there for him to fight because he gets the intermission to rest, doesn't miss a lot of game time. Because there's moments he's fought in the beginning of a period, he misses like 15 minutes of game time with no whistles.
Yeah, and then you're a little gassed and shaken up after. That was impressive for him to get out of that spot, though.
I know.
Like, Stanley had basically his jersey over his head and was ragdolling him, and he still came out pretty good.
Offside. Yeah, not much doing offensively in this period for the Sens, but I'm not too upset with what I'm seeing.
No, it could be a lot worse. Yeah, I don't think they've had a shot since their power play.
No, they haven't. They've been outshot like 5-1, I think, since.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a gauntlet this next 5 games.
It really is. But I'm spin zoning it like that. I think that's the way we have to look at it because they need the points, so they need to do well in those games anyway. But if they don't, then it's, you know what, they just weren't up to the task this season with their injuries, whatever it may be, however they lose those games. But if they win them, then you can say, okay, they're battle tested a little bit here. And I think that's got to be the message from the coaching staff.
Definitely. All right. Let's get out of this period clean here.
Yeah, 1:10 left. Here we go. Good forecheck. Oh.
Yep, poke that. There we go.
Try to send Timmy. A little disconnected right now. I like Zetterlund on the boards. He makes plays happen when he just kind of goes in and like a bull in a china shop a lot of the time, which is nice. And
he's
loose pucks.
Long, dude. Like,
he is. He's a cigarette machine, is what they called him when he got here.
Yeah, up against the boards is a good spot for him.
Now it'll be interesting to see him. He'll probably get a lot more minutes tonight with this top line, and he's not been playing that lately. So curious how that looks. There we go.
Oof.
Good block by Zetterlund. This is a bit of... Oh, nice hit, Timmy.
Nice hit.
Wow.
All right, there we go. We're clean. Easy.
That's a great hit.
Yeah. That was a clean hit. What do you mean?
Yep.
What's wrong with that?
I want to see that again. That was a great hit. Okay, yeah, I might be a bit too positive about that period because they were outplayed for sure, but I don't know, man. I'm with this blue line. You got to take the wins when they come, and I think an even period is okay.
Yeah, especially when you have 2 penalty kills. Clevin has been out for most of the periods.
Yep.
Spence is probably dealing with a hurt finger at the same time. You got 5 right shot defensemen. Your captain gets in a fight. Like, it's all things considered, a 0-0 tie is a good spot to be in here.
It is, yeah. So you want to talk about Jake Sanderson a little bit? I know we mentioned it off the top there. I'll just keep you for this intermission, Pilsy, and then we'll send you on your way for your beer league tonight. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm a little bit concerned now at this point. And I don't know typically what the timeline is with skating with the team and whatever, but it's been over a week now. Was it before the Pittsburgh game he was skating?
Yep.
So it's been over a week that he's been skating with the team in a non-contact jersey. I would imagine they went on the trip thinking Tuesday was a possibility, thinking Florida was a possibility, but he has not taken that jersey off yet, and that's a concern to me.
Definitely. I truly think the plan was for him to be back Tuesday. Otherwise, I'm not sure why you go on that trip. It was a short trip, right? Like if it's a long road trip, that's different, but it was 2 games and you're coming home. So if he wasn't expected to play on the Tuesday, I don't think he would have gone on that trip. And then for him not to be playing today was even more surprising. And for him not even to be in a regular jersey is not good. Now it's a shoulder thing. So you can skate, but I don't know what that means. And now we are on the short end of his recovery. I believe it was a 4 to 6 week timeline. We're at the 4 week time now.
You guys, I remember you guys mentioned that the other day, and I was curious, but I went back. They said he's week to week when he was out. So that was the designation. I think we're getting confused with all the other injuries. I think Shabbat was 4 to 6 or 6 to 8 weeks or something.
Shabbat was 6 to 8. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking at the calendar right now. He got hurt March 7th in Seattle. So that's 1, 2, 3. This will be 4 weeks on Saturday. For a week to week, like that's a long time for a week to week injury. And I'm not suggesting there's been a setback or whatever. And obviously, like, he knows better than anyone. I'm not trying by any means to suggest he should be in there. But with the severity of injuries on the blue line right now, you would think that there's a bit of urgency just because of their situation right now. So that concerns me, is the fact that it hasn't gotten expedited and it hasn't happened yet. Because he's not going to come back at exactly 100%. No way. Like, I think most guys do. When they come back from an injury, I would never, unless it's a fully broken bone, I don't think they're ever going to be 100% until they get a long time to recover. So for him to not have been back yet, even out of a contact jersey, is a problem. Because I think the minute that contact jersey is off, he's in a game. That's how that works. I
agree. Yeah, I don't think you're going to see him in a regular contact jersey and then not play the next game. Because it's not lost on anyone how badly they need him. Like, maybe if he's the only guy out, Jack, and you got Shabbat, you got Yakimchuk, you got Gilbert, like, then you give him a little extra. But I don't see them waiting longer than they feel they have to.
It's brutal, yeah. It's and they were doing really well without him. Some lighter matchups, but they struggled on the weekend for sure without him. There's Cameron Crotty, and again, he looked great in that period. But I'm just not just thinking of even Clevin. Like, they don't have a left shot defenseman. They have no lefties that they trust. Donovan, Hamara. Like, we're going down the prospect pipeline here in Belleville, which has not been a good team. Like, you're about to ice what is it now? We got 1, 2, 3, or two AHL defensemen playing right now, technically. And then you got Zub, Spence, and Matt and Palo. Your second, third best defenseman, your fifth, fourth best, and your seventh defenseman playing right now. And I know I saw some people talking about Jensen and how they don't miss him right now. And I think there was there was a time I believed in that. I think when Sanderson's injury originally happened and they were rolling some of those guys, I was like, I don't think Jensen would be doing well right now.
Yeah.
They need Jensen right now. Like he would be better than a
Yes.
lot of the options they've got right now for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I can't believe this is when this is happening. Like if this was like December or January, whatever, but we're in the last stretch of games here, playoff spot on the line, and this is the bad luck that's happening to this team.
It's actually remarkable. Like Clevin going down like that is just, you have to throw your hands up and laugh. There's nothing else you can do because I don't know how it keeps happening. A little out of town scoreboard watching here, Pilsy. The Red Wings are up 1-0 on the Flyers. DeBrincat scores his 38th in that one. We want that to be regulation. I don't care who wins in that. Just no 3-point game because one of those teams is getting a win tonight. And the Blue Jackets are down 3-0 to the Hurricanes after one period. That's 2 shots on goal.
That's the big one there is the Blue Jackets being down now. I mean, with the Flyers and Red Wings, both of them are tied with the Sens right now. I think you want the Flyers to win that one, but I think either way, it's going to result in one of those teams getting 2 points and matching the Sens if the Sens find a way to win tonight. But the Blue Jackets being down is very good.
Significant, yeah. So we'll keep an eye on that. The Panthers are beating the Bruins right now 2-1. I'm not watching Boston, but
still nice.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. We'll see how they limp into the playoffs or whatever. But they were hot. I think they won 4 in a row here. I think that's kind of the only games that are of consequence for us to watch. Like as we get down to it here, it's going to be fewer and fewer that matter. Like the Penguins are beating the Lightning right now, but they're almost also not being considered in my mind, and the Islanders don't play tonight. So,
yeah, I mean, if you really want to go for it, the Caps are losing 2-1. That's also good.
That's right. Yep. Yeah, that's crazy.
They're only 1 point back.
I know, but they've played one more game or something, right? Like they're
one more game. Yep.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, the Sens lose tonight. A couple of those other teams win. Like it could look bad in one night. So every game is that much more important. I'm curious, why do you think Red Wings win is or a Flyers win is better? I don't think there's a right answer. I'm just curious what you think.
It's mostly emotional.
Okay.
If the Flyers get in the playoffs, that does nothing to me. Like
True. I'd actually be kind of happy for them, to be honest.
Yeah, sure. Go have fun getting beat in the first round. No offense, but that's kind of where they're at, and it's a Metro team. So maybe if they keep having success, they take a Metro spot, and that leaves another wild card spot. That's obviously a reach, but that could be the possibility. Whereas if the Red Wings get in, that's probably the spot where the Ottawa Senators want to get in, and I would be sad to see the Red Wings get in and that fan base have success. We do like our guys over at Locked On Red Wings, but I don't want to see DeBrincat get in there. I don't want to see Perron get in there after being traded there. And it's just, if we can keep, like Buffalo's about to snap their playoff drought, if we can keep another Atlantic Division extending a playoff drought, that'll feel good to me as well. So it's purely emotional why I want the Flyers to beat the Red Wings tonight.
I'm with you. Yeah, I want Flyers over Red Wings for sure. And they actually play one more time still this season. They played a couple days ago and they play again soon. So hopefully the Hurricanes can hold on to that one. That's the big one. The Sens are tied 0-0 with the Buffalo Sabres here. What else stood out to you in that period, Pillsy? Because I know that we talked, the PK had obviously a lot of time to look at. Power play was pretty bad. What do you think of the new line of Stützle, Batherson, and Zetterlund? I thought that was the most noticeable forward line.
Definitely, yeah. I thought they were good. And I want to see Zetterlund get opportunities because there was high expectations for him. He's got the build and attributes of a player that should be producing much more. He plays the game hard. He should be a top 6 guy. Like, this guy should not be on your 4th line. And if you were given a chance by a coach being like, hey, we're going to put you in a spot to succeed, you're going to play top line minutes with Tim Stützle and Drake Batherson, the 2 top point getters on this team, you can't ask for much more. So I think Zetterlund's really got to make the most of this opportunity, and I hope we see a good game from him. Yeah,
and I think they've had their moments. Just want a little montage here on TSN. I'm not sure what's going on. Just a bunch of highlights, it looks like. The season
Yeah, I don't know
highlights?
what they're doing here. They went from Chris Phillips, and now we're seeing Yakimchuk here.
Is this a... What's going on here? Is that Anlauer?
Yeah.
It is. Are we doing LeBreton?
Let's get some volume. Oh.
Yes, we heard about this. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought LeBreton. That's my bad.
You got excited.
It's still pretty significant. Sens stay on TSN for a while. I don't mind that.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing for sure.
I think that was in the works for a little bit. Yeah, this is the last season of the rights deal for the Sens and Bell Media. So,
I mean, if they didn't black out all the games for me, I would be stoked about this. I gotta figure that out. Jeez.
Yeah, it's more of an Ottawa area thing, I think.
I swear, I looked at their like blackout chart, and I swear they shifted it over just enough that now I'm in that coverage zone. So yeah. I got to figure that out. That's driving me.
I'm in it here in Montreal. It stretches here, which is lucky, I think, a little bit. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I wonder if they changed a few things. Like, it'd be nice to get a consistent broadcasting crew, I think. Just as a pet peeve. Obviously, doing a live watch party doesn't matter for me anymore. But I think when it's a rotating cast, and I think it's a good rotating cast. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I feel like Noodles has kind of carved out a niche. He's their color guy now, but the play-by-play has been a bit of a rotating cast, and it'd be nice to see them kind of, you see GSN 1200. That's just a staple in Ottawa. That's good for them. I'm happy for those guys. All great people working there. Yeah, and I don't think this is a surprise. We knew this was coming the other day. Locked On Senators panel. Yeah, get us involved here, man. We'll do it.
Jack, if we had a Locked On Senators panel, how would you set the boys up? I think I know how I would do it. I would do Ross play-by-play. Me as the in-arena host.
Okay.
And then would you do color or ringside reporter? And
ringside report. Yeah, I'll get back into my...
And Martian in between the benches for color.
Martian on the color would be good. I think that'd be really good. Yeah,
I think
you think Ross for sure play-by-play? I think so too.
For sure.
Yeah, I think that'd be good. We hey, if they want to give us a go, I'd rather do that than suit up as a defenseman for them. I'll put it that way.
Definitely. Yeah. Let us know in the chat how you would set the Locked On Senators panel boys up if we were calling the game. Play-by-play is hard, man. Have you done much of it?
No, I'd say this is the closest I get. Like, when it's just me here, I'll try and describe the play a little bit.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's really hard to know, and you got to know all the names, know everything. I think it's easy to look bad at it, but when people are good at it, you take it for granted. Like Gordon Miller to me is, I know you guys saw him on the plane, actually, funny enough, to Tampa. That was funny. But I think it's just so hard to do, and when you get a guy that good for that long, it's weird that they do it into like their 70s, their 80s, like they do it forever, man.
Yeah, it's difficult. When Ross and I were at College of Sports Media, we did play-by-play for York and U of T for a bunch of different sports, not just hockey, basketball, volleyball, soccer. But we did do some hockey, and it's tricky, man. Like I would I think I could do a decent job at color, like where you're hitting the replay, watching it, describing it, chiming in a little bit here. But I know for sure I can't do play-by-play.
I think it's definitely an art. And I remember, who was it? It was Dustin Nielsen did the Sens game in Calgary a while ago, and it was his first game. And he did a nice video on Twitter talking about the path to get there, and it is 20 years of doing it. It's the first NHL game. He does a bunch of CFL stuff with TSN, and he was awesome. Like that goal call he had, he was so good. So it's cool to see the that path, I guess. And then we talk play-by-play. Like Dean and Gord are the goats for Sens radio stuff. So I'd like to see them get that for TV. Like just get our guys. Like get someone that we have every game, every night on the road, and hopefully they start sending them back on the road. That's something that changed this year, which is not fun.
Yeah, I know. It's really too bad for those guys. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know why I thought that was LeBreton. I got excited for a second, but they did make some kind of move for LeBreton recently, getting and I'm gonna butcher the language of what I should be saying here, but they reached an agreement with the First Nations landowners of that parcel that they were with, which is a huge hurdle to pass. So it's a significant step, and I think that's a good thing.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, we're still a long ways away from being a ways away here, but there's certain boxes you got to check, and they're working on it. So that's certainly good.
What draft pick do you think will be the first? Like, what year draft pick do you think will be the first to only play at the LeBreton Flats Arena and not play at the CTC?
Ooh, okay. Well, so 2026, obviously, already out.
But even like it could be 2027, and then their only game, like I'm thinking like 2030 draft is you're only playing at LeBreton kind of thing.
Yeah,
like it's so long away, man.
Yeah, well, actually, no. I guess technically, someone drafted in 2026. You never know, but
Cam Crotty,
they're not making the NHL for a while, then, which is not great. Yeah, I'll say let's keep it 2030. I'll say that. My prediction stands still that they won't be playing there till 2032.
Yeah,
we'll see. And I've even been told that might be too optimistic. So,
and it's not. I love the CTC, and I know you do too. Like it's got a nice old building charm to it now. Obviously, the GCP is one of the many places now sending shuttles to games. Like there's a lot of great ways to get out there.
Definitely.
That make the driving a little less hectic, and I recommend that for anyone who's never tried it. Head out to 779 Bank Street or the Glebe.
Bang.
But yeah, they got to get downtown. They got to get downtown
because the issue is like for so many people, going to Sens games is visiting Ottawa. And if you're from out of town, then what do? You get a hotel in Canada, and then you're like, oh, this place sucks. Well, yeah, that's not Ottawa. That's Canada. Like you want people to be able to come in, stay downtown, walk to the games, go out on Bank Street to the GCP, Elgin, go to the market. Like you want people to be able to walk around and experience the city. If you stay for a weekend, you're hanging around. Like, whereas when the rink's not there, you just don't get that feeling. And for players coming in, like you're driving on the highway to get to games, which it's not the worst, but like there's a reason majority of NHL teams play in their downtown core.
Yeah, and I think you made a good point about how it's more about showing off the city. Yeah. Like when visiting media comes and when like it matters, the perception of the team matters. And when the perception is the Brook Street in Canada, it doesn't go as far. So I think obviously long term, but that's also why I say I'm not going to get upset if it's in. It just has to happen. I won't be upset if puck drop is in 2035 at this point. Like 10 years from now, it's just got to happen eventually. And the fact that we are in a spot where it will happen unless like the business side of things with Eugene Melnyk is not working out, like it'll just happen. It'll just take probably a bit longer than any of us were hoping. But yeah. All right, Pillsy, I'll leave you with any final thoughts you got for me before you head off as the second period gets underway.
First period, not a dominant period by the Sens, but you held, you survived. Let's hope. Travis Green was on fire in his press conference today. Let's hope he brought some of that juice over in the first intermission, gets these boys fired up. And I think there's a way they can win this one. Is it going to be pretty? No, I don't think so, but you got to find a way to get 2 points here. So let's see them pull this off.
All right, let's see it. That's been Brandon Pillar. Obviously, good luck in your beer league game tonight, Pillsy, and we'll see you this weekend. There's Brandon Pillar, co-host Locked On Senators podcast. You guys know him, obviously. Love when Pillsy joins me for these periods because it's easier to get into it, talk about the game with someone, like when Callum joins too. But now it's just me. We're just sticking around here. Like I mentioned, Martian and I will have the postcast for you tonight. It's a Jack and Martian cast tonight. A bit different, and I'll let you know when the puck is down. We got looks like, is that Cousins again? Yeah, Cousins and Norris on the face-off, and the second period is underway, folks. There's a nice play by Fogle. Here we go. Dylan Cousins on it now. Bit of a neutral zone play. And they're in the send zone now. Nice play by Pinto. And on the forecheck, Pinto, Amadio, Giroux out there now. Got to get this part of the game going for the forwards because the... Oh, out front. Oh, what a save. Nice play by Pinto to Giroux. That was a good chance. Best chance of the night right there. It's a really nice save. That's where they got to take advantage here. What a pass by Pinto. Gonna help out the D by getting a good forecheck going. Weird face off there for Timmy. He wasn't happy with it. Zub and Spence out there right now. No Clevin, it looks like. Here comes Zetterlund. Sens get it deep. A lot of back and forth in neutral zone right now. Here's Spence up high. That was blocked. Nice play by Thompson. All right, a couple little rush opportunities for the Sens here. I like this. Much better period so far. Thompson. Look at him shoot that. Zetterlund. Oh. Got all of that one. Good pressure again. Here's the top line back out. Nice play by Stutzla. Like it's been in the neutral zone this whole period. Here we go. Here's Timmy. Batherson behind the net. Nice move. I think the Sens are down to 5D again. No Tyler Clevin. Took a puck in the face early in the first. But this has been a good period. They're playing with a bit more pace. Oh, and here come the Sabres. Here's Norris. This is high. Oh, that skipped on Zub. And goes out. Pretty low event hockey right now. I think that's okay, though. Brady's still in the box here. It's been a long time without a whistle. He'll be out at the next one, though. Nice stop by Olmark. All right. It's a good start to the period, I think. A couple good shifts. Playing in the O-zone. Noodles between the benches. Sens ice it. Yeah, I'll take this pace. I'll take a little boring game from the Ottawa Senators. It's been a lot of high event, giving up some chances in the last few games. So this is a good start to this period. I'll take that. D-zone draw for Pinto. Loses it. Nice save by Olmark. And that puck goes out. Oh, the kid gets the puck. Love that. It's a good crowd, man, on a Thursday night. Easter weekend. A lot of people probably have tomorrow off. Buffalo wins it again, and Olmark makes a save. I just can't get over the blue line. So many injuries, man. All three left shot defensemen out. Hope Cleven's okay, but you just don't know. They keep losing draws here, too. Buffalo won it again and got a good chance. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone. Sleepy second right now. Good play by Zetterlund in the middle. Here comes Timmy. Got the puck in his feet. Kind of gets it back. All right, nice play. Batherson. Over to Lassie Thompson. That's blocked. That hurt Zucker. Oh, Timmy just tried to pick the corner. Wow. I did not expect him to shoot that. That's a rock star zone. Wind up from Stutzla, who's ripping it. This line looks good. Line looks good. What's the out-of-town scoreboard saying? 2-2, Penguins, Lightning. Bruins still losing 2-1. Blue Jackets still down 3-0. They have 4 shots midway through the second. Red Wings and Flyers are tied now. That can't go to overtime. That can't go to overtime. Come on. Someone's got to take over there. And the Habs are up 1-0 on the Rangers. The Habs are obviously out of reach. That's not one I'm concerned about. The Devils are beating the Caps 3-2 because the Caps are all of a sudden team we got to watch. Sleepy second so far, folks, but I'll take that. I keep saying that, but I'll take that. Cleven is officially out for the night. Seeing that on Twitter. Crazy. Probably broken jaw or something for Tyler Cleven. That is now Jake Sanderson, Thomas Chabot, Tyler Cleven, Nick Jensen, Dennis Gilbert, Carter Yakimchuk out. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before. And it's only on the blue line that they're getting hurt. Crazy. Hopefully Kachuk is back out now and then get them more involved here. After that fight, because I feel like Cousins and Greg didn't really see a lot of ice time. 18, 11, and 6 at home this year. That's got to get better for this full homestand. Absolutely has to get better. Got to find a way to battle here. Eller, offensive zone draw. They lose it. There's Logan Stanley back after the fight. Eller behind the net. It was almost tipped in front. Stanley. Oh, nice save by Olmark. That was a big shot. Olmark looks sharp here. Good saves. Yeah, nice glove save. Here's Giroux on the draw. In the D zone. Matt and Paolo's got it. Turns it over. Oh, here's Zub. Okay. Mario to Giroux. Here's Pinto on it in the O-zone. Shoots. Stopped. Offensive zone draw, all right? Hey, you'll take that. Turn a D-zone draw in the offensive zone. It's a good shift. Probably get a new line out there. Someone's got to make something happen offensively. Looking at Timmy, Batherson, and Zetterlund. That's the line I want. They out there right now? Nope, Kachuk against Norris on the draw. Kachuk wins it. Winger win. There he is in the corner. He gives it away at the blue line. Bad giveaway from Brady. Another turnover. That's 2. Oh, that almost went in. Olmark made a save. Got lucky there. Here's Dylan Cousins through the middle. Oh, he's got some speed. Oh. Tried to split the D. Good stick by Lassie. Need a bit more out of Brady. That's a bad shift again. They're fighting the puck right now. What's the call here? Let's see this chance. Good save. Base of the post or whatever. And Spence bats it out of midair. Offside, I guess, was the call before. So it's outside the Sens zone. Sens are struggling to get any offense going here. That puck goes out. The forecheck is pretty non-existent right now. Last 7 games are against Buffalo, 1-5-1. Yeah, they waxed them a couple times last season, which was really weird. Oh, and they score. Kind of feel that one coming. Just a shot to the net. 1-0 Sabres. Sens look pretty lifeless right now, man. They got to find something. I know they got no defensemen, but need some juice from their top players. That was pretty harmless throw to the net. Deflected off something. I don't know. Yeah, Hallmark never really saw it. 1-0 Sabres. Got to start pushing. The energy has been way too low. Is Pinto coming in? It's a good shot. Here's the Cousins, Greg, and Kachuk line. They got to get something going. Need something from Brady. That was a pretty harmless goal against. Like, Sens just got to do that. Get more pucks on net. They're not getting enough shots. Here's Greg. Nice move. Got some space and some speed. And he turns it over. Go on the forecheck. Here we go. Nothing. Oh boy, this could be ugly, man. They have nowhere to go in the neutral zone. Good forecheck by Timmy. There you go. And Buffalo comes out. The exits are way too easy for the Sabres. Someone just got dumped in the middle of the ice. Should probably be a penalty. Did they call it? Don't have much to say about this one, to be honest. Right now, they look pretty lifeless. Need a lot more from some of their forwards. 4-1 for Carolina right now. Still 1-1 for the Red Wings and the Flyers. Here comes a power play. I'm pretty obviously the D is a huge concern, but I need more from the forwards, man. Like there's some things you can control. I feel like Pinto's playing well. I feel like Amadio's playing well, but I just need more from Stosla and Kachuk right now. This is a good moment for them to step up here. And this is a decent shift from Timmy. Didn't really know where to go. Is that what they called the cross check? I thought they called the interference in the middle. Big power play here. Gotta convert. Gotta get back in this game. There we go. Big face off from Brady. Nice movement. Cousins. Shoot that. Right in the breadbasket. That was a good look for Dylan Cousins. And he knows it. I like the mentality, though. I like the mentality. Just got to keep shooting. That goes all the way down. Power play really goes when Dylan Cousins is going. Got 12 power play goals this year, but they need him to score. I don't think he's got one in a long time. On the man advantage. They lose that battle. And down the ice. Frustrating power play so far, man. Here's Batherson in the corner. He's got 3 guys on him. Good work by Kachuk. Some pressure. They're just hounding the puck carrier. Cousins got a good shot there, but no one at the net. Two big saves. Knocked his mask loose. I like the shooting from Cousins there. He's got to be the guy to shoot it. So is that a new helmet? $20 seconds left. Unit 2 out now. Here's Pinto. Threw it to no one. This is ugly, man. This sucks. Pretty bad power play again. Giroux with some space. Shoot it. Lassie keeps it in. So it's just wide. Oh, Pinto just got crunched. This is good pressure here after. No stick for Greenway. Nick Cousins. Couldn't find a hole. And he runs into the ref. It's great pressure here. Here we go. Pinto up top. Or Thompson, I should say. Turn it over. Nick Cousins on it. Sens are getting a change here. This is good pressure. Got to capitalize. Spence on it. Up to Zub. That gets blocked. Super tired Sabres right now. Almost 2 minutes for some of them. It's like an extended power play here. Zub is up high. Just great pressure. Got to keep. That's blocked. Can't find any shooting lanes here. And they get it out. Tuck, a bit of a break. Ullmark stops it. That feels like a missed opportunity. But here they come again. Here's Timmy. Thompson. Stopped. Rebound. Nick Cousins getting involved. It's good pressure, but they got to score there, man. That didn't look threatening at all. Didn't know what they were doing. Brutal. 1-0 Sabres still, late in the second. Good pressure, but no goal. I know this decor is depleted, but they got to find need the forwards to get going a bit more, and they started to there, but need more. It's the out-of-town scoreboard saying still 4-1. I mean, basically everyone's losing, including the Sens, but one of the wings of the Flyers are getting 2 points tonight, so maybe 3. Maybe one of them's getting 1. So Sens are going to get past if they don't win. That was good pressure, but they didn't have that killer instinct when the Sabres were there on that 2-minute shift. Offensive zone draw, Kachuk on it. Got Spence and Lassie Thompson up top. Nice keep by Greg. Brady. Down low, they score. Let's go. Dylan Cousins? Is that a Dylan Cousins tuck? Great job, man. Let's go. Okay, that line needed it too. Nice play by Greg and Kachuk. And Dylan Cousins scores against his former team. Big goal. Needed that. Needed that desperately. Great play by Greg. And a little one-handed tip from Cousins. Beautiful play. Oh, yeah. Great deflection. Nice tip. Let's go. All right. All right. Huge goal for Dylan Cousins. He needed that. And we got a 1-1 game. Get some life in that building. Here we go. 26 goals for number 24. That was a really nice play on the line from Ridley Gregg. Amadio. Spence. Oh, that went right through the crease. Good pressure here. Spence in the slot. Oh, he just missed. The Sabres get it out. Nice play by Giroux. All right, here we go. 3:45. Matt and Paolo almost lost it. He turns it over. Nice play by Batherson backing up there. I didn't know that was him back. And the Sens ice it. That play by Spence almost bounced in too. Needed that one. Stutzla gets it deep. Nice play. Zetterlund on it in the corner. Good battling. Here's Batherson, Zetterlund. A lot of room. Oh, just hit a leg in front. I'm liking this line. I like their work on the forecheck. The turnover there for Blassie. Olmark makes a nice save. There we go. That was close. There's a save from Olmark. Piece of equipment on the ice. Nice play. Here's Spence. Long shift for everyone. Cousins gets it deep. Minute 45 left. Minute 40 left. I think Cousins had an assist against the Sabres last year in the first game they played, but I don't think he scored yet. So that's a big goal for him. Gotta feel good. Minute 10. Good work by Amadio in the D zone. Oh, that looked offside. Oh, great stick by Michael Amadio. That saved a goal. Sabres are pushing here. 30 seconds. Nice save by Olmark. Amadio just saved a goal there. Great stick. It looked like some weird plays of the line. Like one of those looked offside. I don't know. That was strange. Long shift for those guys. $26 seconds left. D-zone draw here. Brady will take it. And he wins it, kind of. I don't know how that'll get scored because the Sabres are on it. Another shot and save there by Ullmark. Byram. Great save by Ullmark. That'll probably do it. Huge save at the end of the period there. All right, 1-1 game. Showed some life there. Brady getting involved. That's a huge goal by Dylan Cousins. A nice save there by Linus. He looks good today. Great save. Brady's involved, man. All right. We get another close one. Tie game going into the third. I like that push, but I think that was a good period overall. It was a little sleepy there in the middle, but then they turned it up after they got scored on after that commercial break when I was saying they need to get going. And Dylan Cousins, huge goal against his former team, man. Big, big goal. That's 2 goals his last 3 games as well. I don't think they're playing particularly well, but I don't think the Sabres are either, to be honest. There's been shifts here and there that each team is pushing on and whatever. But I think considering the circumstances, man, with this blue line, you got to be happy with this game. The Sabres they're a good team and they're healthy. That's a full roster over there. I think Ullmark's making it look good. Better than it has been. He's made some nice saves, but so is I think it's UPL for the Sabres. Like, it's a pretty even low event game right now, and you'll take that if you're the Sens with their blue line. Like, Tyler Clevin leaving is just putting all the stress on Zub and Spence and Matt and Paolo now. Sens need defensemen. Let's look at the out-of-town scoreboard here. Red Wings up 2-1 on the Flyers going into the third period. Blue Jackets still down 4-1. And Bruins are still losing right now. It's kind of all that's noteworthy right now. So if the Red Wings win and the Blue Jackets lose, the Red Wings will jump into a playoff spot if Ottawa does not get 2 points as well. So big third period on deck here for the Ottawa Senators. Shots are 15-12 for Buffalo. I think there were a couple turnovers from the blue line there that were not pretty, but again, there are guys who are playing way too much hockey. So considering the circumstances, we take those periods. Matt and Paolo, I think, is having a good game. I think the power play, if they get an opportunity, needs to be a lot better. 5-on-5, I'm pretty happy with it. It's a pretty even game. This would be a good playoff series if these guys line up, and it's a possible matchup for sure. Just scrolling some Twitter here. I might take a quick break here. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere. Big third period coming up. I'll be right back. Thanks, folks. See you soon. All right, folks, we are right back. Appreciate you sticking around. Got a long night ahead of me. Martian and I will have the postcast for you after this game. Oh, it's 12 years for the rights agreement. Man, good for them. That's awesome. I really do. I know Pilsy and I kind of talked about it. Didn't really know they were going to announce it tonight. I think TSN 1200 is just a staple here in Ottawa. Like, there's not really, obviously, there's podcasts everywhere. We're one of them. But in terms of talk radio, that's the one. So it's nice to see that investment from Bell Media. And I hope some things grow. Hope some things stay the same, get more consistent, whatever it is. But obviously, with new ownership, you'd imagine that there's a bit more of a understanding of what the market needs. Because I think TSN's done a great job. It sends on TSN. Love it. Claire Hanna sticking around. Dean Gord as well. That goal is huge. It changes the way you feel about that period, because if they go down 1-0 into the third, that I'm not feeling very confident. And quite honestly, like, who knows how this is going to go here still. They got to keep it going, because they finally started to push towards the end of that second period, but it took a while, and you just hope it doesn't take that long to ramp up again in the third. They got to find their legs, start dominating the game again. Yeah, Dean and Gord are the GOATs. But yeah, man, this is a game they got to win. I need points tonight. They got to snap this losing streak, find a way to get a W, and move on to Saturday. I'll be boots on the ground against the Wild on Saturday afternoon. That's a team, like, obviously they're a good team, the Wild, but they are not playing for anything. They're playing for reps. They're not coming anywhere other than third in the Central. They're locked in there, I think. Let's actually check that out. Just looking ahead to Saturday. Yeah, I mean, they're 6 points behind Dallas, game in hand. Did they still play? Fighting for home ice a little bit? They do play one more time. Okay, so maybe they're still fighting for something. That's fair. Technically. They're actually losing to the Canucks right now. Quinn Hughes' former team. What else is happening in the league? Who's winning? Who's losing? There's nothing of consequence out west. Big goal for Dylan Cousins. Happy for him. I'm happy for him. Because there's just Sabres fans that obviously, like, needed to see a change. And I think Norris has been good for them. He's been a little bit noticeable tonight, I'd say. But I don't think there's a Sens fan in the world that regrets that trade right now. Just with how it's been about a year later, Dylan Cousins has been awesome. And he's had some consistency issues, but so has the whole team. And 26 goals is pretty solid for a second-line centerman. But the biggest stat for Dylan Cousins is games played. And he has not missed a game this season or as an Ottawa Senator. And that's the biggest reason they needed to make that trade. Norris has had his health concerns still in Buffalo. But it's obviously helping them as well. Like, they're having a great season. So, but yeah, five defensemen in the lineup right now with Tyler Clevin leaving with an injury. So they got to battle. They got to find a way. It's their decor right now is Artem Zub, Jordan Spence, Nicholas Matenpalo, Lassie Thompson, and Cam Crotty. So, I mean, got to find a way. Just battle through. What a story it would be. What a story it would be. Seen a lot of things on Twitter about who the Sens should go get for a defenseman. Yeah, the injuries are just remarkable, but like hell of a story if they can power through here. I hate how every game is in intermission. Like the NHL just doesn't know how to stagger games properly. The Blue Jackets and Hurricanes are underway. The Blue Jackets have 6 shots through 2 periods. Wow. That's Carolina hockey right there. Buffalo, like obviously getting in the playoffs is big for them, but they're in a fight here for home ice. Like they need points as well. I know they can clinch tonight with a win, and that's probably their biggest focus right now. But Tampa's 1 game behind them in games played, and they've got 2 less points. They play them, I think, soon. Montreal's not out of it. They have a game in hand, 4 points back. Like, and they're winning tonight. Big points for the Sabres too. Like this is a big third period for both teams. Seeding matters. I think when you let your foot off the gas, it never tends to benefit you in the playoffs if you lay your foot off, even though you know you're going to make it with 5-6 games left. So I would expect the Sabres to get going here a little bit. And yeah, Columbus is down 4-1. So with a win tonight, the Sens would pass them, which is big. But let's just see. Just reading about that broadcasting deal. Yeah, 12 years. Yeah, we need Sanderson back so bad. Some good quotes about the team's progress from Andlauer. It's pretty cool. It's amazing though. Like they get Sanderson back whenever he's back soon. Like he's skating, so it's imminent. I'd say Saturday, Sunday, whatever it is next week. Getting him back will be huge because with this depleted decor, if you've got your horse, you've got your guy. You're like, yeah, you gotta play 30 minutes a night. It's a guy who's used to it, and you're okay putting him out there every other shift. And he can play with Zoom, and he can play with Spence, and play with Matt and Paolo a bit here and there. Like he'll just be it'll be rotating the core around him. So hopefully they skate tomorrow and he gets to shed that jersey, but only he knows, only the doctors know. Green did not really commit one way or another. But a win tonight would just put so much wind in their sails if that loss holds. So this is a big third period. I don't know how many times I can say it, but I'm going to keep saying it. Yeah, it's still 4-1. Penguins losing now 4-2 to the Lightning. Let me just queue up the game again on my little gadget here. And here's the scoring summary, and we are almost set here. For the third period, a big third period, the biggest one since the last one. Actually, not the one in Florida, but the one in Tampa, let's say. Sens did not do well when they were tied after 2 in Tampa Bay. Can they reverse that here on home ice against the Buffalo Sabres? A team they could very well play in round 1. A massive third period for the Ottawa Senators. Dylan Cousins on the board against his former team. We got a 1-1 hockey game. Samuelsson scored for the Sabres. Both goals came in the second. Tkachuk has an assist and a fight. Can he complete the Gordie Howe hat trick with a big third period goal? Matt and Paolo and Thompson out there. And here we go. Third period underway. Sens get it deep. Tkachuk on the forecheck. Digs it free. Good work by Brady. But here come the Sabres. Nice play by Matt and Paolo. Here's Greg with a bit of space. End of a shift, though. Gets it deep, and here comes Michael Amadio. Breaks that up. Nicely done. Good play by Zub at the blue line. Here's Giroux with a lot of space. Nice move in the middle by Claude Giroux. Spence over to Zub. Sends it back deep. Spence sends that through. It just goes wide. Good first couple shifts. Just feeling it out a little bit. Here's Stutzle behind the net. Sends it up to Batherson. Gets it deep. Got to get the forecheck going here. And there's Timmy. Good play. Here's Crotty up to Timmy. Nice play by Cousins on the boards. Good forecheck. Here's Spence up high. Tries to find a lane that gets it through. Long shift now for Stutzla. I had a leg in front. Spence tried to get it in. Good couple shifts, though. Great shift from Stutzla. And here comes Nick Cousins. Throws it at the net. Good start to the period here for the Sens. Blue Line's got to get those shots through, I think, when they get all that work done. There's icing on the Sabres. Is it 5-1 Hurricanes? It is 5-1 Hurricanes. Okay. Two points, you're in a playoff spot tonight for the Ottawa Senators. With this decor. It's been a good start to the period. Spence can't get it through. Got to get some shots through, though, from the point. Here's Kachuk. Tried to find Cousins. Thompson hammered one. Wow, he got a hold of that. Cousins on the side of the net. Oh, it's in the crease. And here we go. Here's some rough stuff. Ridley Gregg right in the middle of it. No surprise. Norris involved there too, and Cousins. Bit of a weird scrum, I bet. Oh, Brady got away with a high stick there on Norris. It was a good try by Dylan Cousins. Oh, look at the cross checks Greg just ate. Ate 3 from Bone. Look at the games played between Norris and Cousins. That's crazy. 96-41. Norris has been productive, but man, that's a crazy discrepancy for games played. Mario, Giroux, and Pinto back out there now. Spence with a nice move. Zub keeps it in. No icing. There's power up at the point. It was blocked in front. And here comes Claude Giroux. It's a good start to that period. It's a good first few shifts there. I like that. Just pressing on offense. Nice save by Olmark there on Quinn. Where's the puck? Saved by Olmark. There we go. All right. $14-26, 1-1 game. Norris wins the face-off. Here's Brady. Up to Dylan Cousins. Here we go. Sens have numbers. Cousins has some speed. Great play. Kachuk got taken down there pretty hard. Great rush from Cousins. He's feeling it tonight. That's another one of those ones, though. They turn a D zone face-off into an offensive zone face-off. Like, that's a good shift. I'll take that. And here's Eller for the face-off. Zub scores. Let's go, man. Lars Eller. Okay. Hey, that's Dylan Cousins getting that puck up the ice. Face off in the offensive zone, and Lars Eller wins the draw and tips it in. 2-1 Sens. Let's go, man. Huge goal. Fogle with the assist, too. Great tip. Nice tip. Warren Fogle continues to be productive. Great work by Lars Eller. The fourth line, offensive zone, new fourth line, too. Just fooled Luukkonen. Perfect deflection in the high slot. Let's go, man. 2-1 Sens. Here we go. Got to keep it pushing. This has been a good period so far. Got to keep going. Artem Zub sends it through. All right. Nice save by Olmark there on Stanley. And here we go. 13 minutes to go here. Sens with a 1-goal lead. Lars Eller. Matt and Paolo's got it now in the D zone. Batherson gets it out. Nice battle by Drake Batherson. Matt and Paolo goes back for it. Tim gets it out. Great stick by Ridley Gregg there. Now Spence got it. Cousins takes advantage there. Norris just tripped on a stick. And here comes Dylan Cousins again with a lot of speed. To the net. Cousins! Oh my God. 24 is feeling it right now, man. What a push to the net. Here's Ridley Gregg. Up to Lassie Thompson with a lot of speed. Good rush. Dylan Cousins is feeling it this period. 2 end-to-end rushes for him. Here's Tuck. Samuelson. He just missed. That was a good chance. Oh, and here comes Claude Giroux. He's got some speed. Claude Giroux on a breakaway. Stopped. Oh, that's a big moment. He tried to go 5-hole. Oh, that would have been a nice goal, man. Claude Giroux on a breakaway. Couple good looks here for the Sens. Got to start burying them. Here's Giroux again. Pinto. Wired that wide. Oh, what a chance for Claude Giroux. I thought he had him. I thought he got him to bite. That was a nice save. Good move, too. Oh, yeah, the stick paddle down. That was a big moment. Huge save by UPL for the Sabres. Check that out-of-town scoreboard again in the break here. Yeah, still 5-1 for the Hurricanes. Blue Jackets are dead in that one. They've got 8 shots, 8:38 left. That one's probably all but done. Red Wings up 2-1 as well in the third, so the Sens got to hold on here. Bruins are losing in the middle of the third. Penguins are losing. All right. Just need the Red Wings and Flyers to be regulation. Flyers are pouring it on right now, though. They're almost double them in shots. I just want to point out this tweet with the Zoobcast that they put out. It said the Sens injured decor would be pretty respectable right now. It'd be Sanderson, Yakimchuk, Shabbat, Jensen, and Clevin and Gilbert. That's a pretty good blue line. All their injuries. Just got to dig deep. One of those insurance ones would have been nice, but they're playing really well right now. It's a good third period. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm with you, Dakota. Absolutely. Just got to be regulation. Literally, none of those teams will matter if the Sens get a win here, just for tiebreaker purposes. And one of them has to win tonight, so let's go regulation. No overtime is what we want. There's Paul McLean and Cheryl Pounder. Offensive zone draw here for Stützle. Just under 11 minutes left in this one. Sends up 2-1. Good play by Spence at the blue line. Force offside. Nice move by Lassie Thompson. There we go. Up to Timmy. Oh, Batherson tried a little toe drag there. I think he had Stützle going. Eller from Fogle and Zub. Spence looks good this period. Good play by Cousins on Norris there. And here comes Brady. He's got a lot of space. Just gets it deep. He's on it. Worked down low by the captain. Throws it out front. Matt and Palo. There's a bit of a chance for Buffalo. Went right through the crease. Here's Tkachuk. Nothing illegal happened there, I guess. End of a shift for him. Here's Giroux in the middle now. A lot of space. Amadio. Pinto on it is a good shift for this line. Keeping it down low. 9 minutes to go. Here's Eller coming up now. A lot of speed. The goal scorer, the go-ahead goal. Nice play by Fogle. That's got to be too many men. Nope. Nice save by Olmark on Norris there. Good stick by Nick Cousins. Blocked. And that probably won't go for icing. Right on net. Nice. Nicely done. Good stick by Timmy. Nice pass. Here's Spence. A lot of space. I'll try to throw it back to Batherson. Nice play. Here's Stutzla. A lot of space. Up high. Zetterlund. Oh, what a save. Another great chance, man. This has been a good third period. Just need to bury on some of these. I've had 3 really good looks since they went up 2-1. Red Wings in the third period. That Blue Jackets game's almost over. All right, that's a nice cushion for the Red Wings. Sens got to get their own cushion though. Got to get 2 points, man. 2-1. It's nerve-wracking. Yeah, agree. This has been a really good third period so far. Just got to get it to the finish line. 7:25 left in this game in regulation. Just need 2 points. 2 points is all the Sens need right now. Columbus losing. A win would put them in a playoff spot with 7 games to go in the season. I really like the way they're playing since they went up 2-1, especially. Like they've generated a lot of chances. They look fast. Dylan Cousins looks awesome, especially in the third period. I think that goal went right to his legs. Has to feel good for him. Got to lock in here. With a depleted blue line. The depth defensemen from the Belleville Senators are playing in this game. Zub gets it deep. Giroux on it. I like Giroux back on this line a lot. Here's Pinto down low. Mario tried to feed him. Here's Amadio with some space. Behind the net. Spence has a good cycle from the Sens. Spence shoots. That's off the side of the net. And the net's off. Great shift again from this line. I like Giroux with these guys a lot. They get a bit more offense going, and then they make the top guys defend. It's great. I think they got to keep this. Drew's been much more noticeable tonight. Ooh, that was close to going in from Spence there. A little sifted puck through. 6:46. Kachuk, Cousins, Greg come out. Cousins and Norris on the face-off. Cousins wins it. Spence shoots that I think got through. Spence looks really good tonight. Bit more refreshed. Doing a good job managing the D as well with 5 defensemen now. Brady battling there. That looked offside for Buffalo. Norris shoots. That's blocked by Cousins. That hurt him. That stung Dylan Cousins. Olmark makes a save. Nice stop. That really stung Dylan Cousins. Oh boy. He's hurting after that one. Oh no. Where'd he get it? Oh, right on the side of the ankle. Oh no, his knee. Not a lot of padding there. Wasn't a hard shot, but he's limping. That doesn't look good. Oh no. All right. Well, hopefully he's able to come back. He's having a hell of a game tonight, Dylan Cousins. That didn't look good at all. It's rare to see guys go out like that with a block. Sometimes you got to walk it off, but he was having a lot of trouble. 5:30 left. Got to just focus, lock in here. Defend the house. Good play by Zub. This is what they're good at. They do this. They defend leads well. Dahlin dumps it in. Quinn with a lot of space. Dahlin just hammered one. Oh, he just cross-checked Stutzla right down. No call. Here's Timmy. Nice play. Batherson's got a step. He got Zetterlund going in the net. Oh, I couldn't get him. End of a long shift. Hey, I'll tell you what, Zetterlund's doing a great job on the wall. Battling. Look at this. Batherson. Oh, he just missed. Timmy, Zetterlund. Couldn't get it through. Good pressure, though. Spence. Down to Stutzla. Great pressure. Matt and Paolo. That goes out of play. 4:15 left. And Cousins is back on the bench. The workhorse from Whitehorse, man. He's probably not feeling great after that. That's great to see. Hopefully he takes a little skate and he's feeling okay. Good to see that. Good to see that. Under 5 minutes to go. It's 3-2 for Detroit now. Okay. That Columbus game is over. So a win puts the Sens in a playoff spot, folks. A win in a playoff spot. That's all we need to see. 2 points. Regulation win wouldn't hurt, but it's not pivotal because they've got that tiebreaker pretty comfortably at 4-2 Detroit. Okay. To bring it again, man. God. They don't have the Flyers' other goal listed there. Weird. DeBrincat has 39 goals for Detroit. All right. Nervous, man. They're playing well. It's a good period. Like, I'm liking what they're doing in the offensive zone. They're really dragging shifts out for the Sabres and making them work for every puck. They look good. Look good. Cousins has 1 goal, 6 shots, 4 hits, and that big block there. Ooh. That one hurt him. Took a skate. How's he feeling? He's on the bench. What a workhorse, man. Let's go. Loving Dylan Cousins' game tonight. 2-1 Sens, 4-14, offensive zone draw. Here we go. Claude Giroux loses it. It's behind the net. Nice play by Pinto in front. Good battle by Amadio. Great stuff. Lassie Thompson battling at the side of the net. Pinto's got it again. Amadio sends it over to Giroux. Eat some minutes here. Sends it deep. Good work. Byram's got to turn back. He's got nowhere to go. 3:10 left. Here we go, folks. Buckle up. That puck goes out with 3:03 left. I don't know if that'll be in the zone or outside of the zone. Two-one lead here. 3:02 left in the game. Got to watch the Buffalo goalie. See when he goes. Neutral zone face-off. Got Kachuk against Norris again. And Norris gets kicked out. Dahlin gets it deep. Batherson kind of gets tripped up. They're all battling for it. Nice save by Olmark. There we go. Bit of a scrum in front. He'll take those saves any day of the week. Sabres are upset. I feel like he stepped on the puck there, Krebs. No rebound from Olmark. Great saves. Just swallows it up. And it looks like Buffalo's taking a timeout here. .239 left. Sens are comfortable in these positions. They've been doing it for the entire time under Travis Green, basically. Shutting down games. This is their game. Let's see if they can bring this one home. 2:39 left. Look at that whole team in there. In that huddle. We'll just look for when Luukkonen comes. He might actually just stay on the bench right here. They pulling him now? They are. All right, empty net. Empty net for the Sabres. 2:39. Huge points on the line here, man. Come on. Greg on the face-off. Got your guys out there. He loses it, but Thompson won it so clean it comes out of the zone. We'll take that. That's basically a clear. Here comes Jack Quinn. Behind the net. Spence. And that comes out, and Ridley Gregg's got a breakaway with Michael Amadio, and they seal it. What a big performance from this team. 3-1. Still some time left, but oh my God, man. Let's go. What are they looking at? Ridley Gregg. Into the empty net. 3-1 Sens. I thought he was going to take a slap shot, but I guess there wasn't as much to get mad about in this game. Wasn't a Leafs game. Gotta love a Ridley Gregg empty netter. All right, still 2 minutes left. We won't celebrate yet. Sabres pulled the goalie again. But that is a much-needed insurance goal for the Sens. Where's the puck? Oh, offside. Sabres fans leaving the building. That's empty again. 1:58 left. Still a lot of hockey. A lot of time. I think that's one where I think that's an early pull for the goalie. But it seems to be around the time people tend to do it. Neutral zone face-off here. Net's empty for the Sabres. Battle by Amadio. Byram's got it. Benson. Blocked by Greg. Nice block. Pinto's got it. Tons of space and time. Sends it to Michael Amadio in the corner. Just eat some clock here, I think. Doing a good job. And he still wins the battle again. Michael Amadio is a dog, and Pinto puts it in the empty net. And the Ottawa Senators, man, just completely... Look at the Sabres. Look at this. They're having a meltdown. 4-1 Sens. And your Ottawa Senators are right back in a playoff spot, folks. Let's go. Look at this. Doan, Byram. Jesus, you wouldn't think this team is first in the Atlantic right now. Okay. Clinch night will not be tonight for the Buffalo Sabres. Sorry, folks. Thanks for coming. 2 empty netters. What a character win from the Ottawa Senators, man. That's a huge win. Are we going to see a brawl here? Yeah, they got the goons out. A reminder, it's a Jack and Martian cast tonight. The boys are moving to 1-0. our first ever Just Jack and Martian postcast. We'll have that for you briefly right after this game. Don't go anywhere. And the Ottawa Senators, man, what a character win. 5 defensemen. Only like 2 of them are regular. And they find a way to win, and they're going to wake up in a playoff spot because of it tomorrow. Let's go. The Sabres will have to wait another day to end their drought officially. And that's a big way to start that homestand. Dylan Cousins sets the tone. 4 unanswered goals. 2 empty netters just seal it. That was an excellent third period from that team. What a performance. I can't wait to have a Vibecast. What a night. Let's go, man. Columbus loses. Sens will tie them in points. They have the tiebreaker. And absolutely, get on your feet, Sens fans. Because here we go. Right back in a playoff spot. Linus Ullmark was solid. Made some big saves. Kachuk with an assist and a fight. And that's a big regulation win. Like I said, postcast, myself and Marshall will be right here with you briefly. Don't go anywhere. Go Sens, go. It's a Danger Flutes night. The losing streak is over. And they're back in a playoff spot with 7 games to go. Here we go, folks. Stay tuned. Thanks for joining. We'll see you soon.